Ladies and gentlemen, what do it do? It is your boy CJ and Frank. And we're back at it again, Daddy, with the white van. I'm just kidding, we don't have white vans.
What?
You? Have you ever
No,
heard that
no.
thing? The damn Daniel back at it again with the white vans.
That. Yeah. What is this? 2005. Well, I am wearing a 2015 shirt, so I guess it's 2015 again.
I wish it was 2015, dude. I would be in Mexico. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, I did go to Mexico in 2015, but I mean,
By the way, still staring at a green screen here. I just see you and a green screen. A
well,
green screen that says Phoebe Buffet stand.
well, you get to see this.
Yeah.
That's a plus, right? I mean,
Nah, nah.
well, Frank, first of all, fuck you. Second of all, this was your idea to do this.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? Quite frankly, I want to discuss this topic as well. So today, on the Seibel Shoots episode, we're going to discuss the Bret Hart Hulk Hogan drama. Give me 1 second here while I grab my phone because I got to look up some information.
You got anything else that you possibly want to discuss?
Um, oh, yeah, losing a computer sucks. So,
No, I mean like for the episode.
oh, well, I mean that. I mean,
Yeah,
so I told you a couple days ago I took my computer in on Wednesday to get my thing fixed, right?
yeah.
And so we couldn't do it because we didn't have time, blah blah blah. So we took it in today. We actually had an appointment, and um, they helped us, and it was great. Oh yeah, there's one other thing I want to discuss that happened yesterday. I'll discuss that in a second. But but so we took it in today, and the lady said that she's going to ship it off to California. They're going to fix it. She said that there's a very, very good chance they can fix it. There's a slight chance that they can't, but a very, very, very good chance that they can. It's going to cost me $99, which is cheap because it's a MacBook
Okay,
Air. But
okay.
the worst case scenario, they can't fix it, and I got to get a new one, which is like
Right.
$299. But that's fine. I'll
Okay.
work out the cash. I mean,
So
and then
so
what?
since yeah, okay, go. You're not finished. Go ahead.
Oh
Go
yeah,
ahead.
go ahead. What up? What were you gonna say?
All right. I was gonna say since this is the first Seibel Shoots episode that has a wrestling related main topic, I just
Yeah.
want to say for those who might, because I shared this link around like I do with all of our wrestling podcasts. I have no idea when we do normal shit. I have no idea where to share it, but for this, I did. I shared it
What
around.
is
So
normal?
for the, well, non wrestling related, essentially.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
not normal. What
So
do you mean? Wrestling is normal, bud.
but we're a wrestling podcast,
Yeah,
and so anything
not
else that
wrestling
we
related. Yeah.
yeah.
So
But
we.
anyway, so for the people who come in that may have clicked on the link, even though this is the main topic of this episode is a wrestling related topic, we might go off and do some non wrestling related topics.
Yeah,
That's
personal
what
stories and
this
stuff.
yeah, stuff like, or anything outside of pro wrestling, anything in the entertainment world outside of pro wrestling, we
But
might go there too.
but no politics, no religion.
Oh, of course, I don't give a damn about politics, so
Facts.
I'm
So
cool with that.
the other thing I was going to say was yesterday I went to the dentist, the dentist surgeon, and I'm having surgery done on Monday at 7:15 in the morning. They're going to put me under. So I'm having three teeth on this side removed. Um,
Mhm.
so there's that. But we were in a waiting room yesterday, right? We set our thing for like 2:30 in the afternoon, right? Okay.
Okay.
We didn't get in until like 3:45. No fucking joke. People came in after us, and they got
Mm.
help before us, and they left before us. That's how.
Damn.
I know, right? And there was this one lady there, and if you're watching this lady, fuck you. A big fuck you, double fuck you. Because this bitch, she goes in there, right? And she starts, this is a big fucking pet peeve of mine. And I'm
Yeah.
sitting next to dad, and my mom is sitting across from us, and the lady chewing the gum is sitting right next to mom.
Yeah. I feel you on that. I feel you on that. I
So
feel you.
I'm sitting next to dad, the lady sitting next to mom, and this bitch starts popping her freaking gum. And she was popping everything. She was popping her
Oh,
fingers. She
man.
was popping her neck, popping her arms, everything. If she had it, it was popped. And then when she was out of that, she started popping her gum. And I'm not talking about just, I'm talking about
No, yeah. I
like,
feel you on that.
I mean, it sounded like a goddamn gunshot. That's how loud it was, right?
Yeah, I feel you
So,
on that. I feel you on that.
so, and usually if people pop gum, I'm the first person to be like, "Hey, can you fucking not? Like, don't do that because it bugs the shit out of me." And I tried so hard yesterday, Frank. I swear to God, it took everything I had in me not to tell this lady to fuck off. I shut up, right? But Dad. Oh, hang on 1 second. Keep the people entertained for 1 split sec.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Dad, what's up?
I do not blame Christian on that. That's annoying as hell. But yeah, I cannot wait to talk about today's topic. We're gonna talk about the Bret Hart Hulk Hogan situation, which I do not want to give my opinions until Christian comes back, but that's essentially what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about today.
Yeah. Sorry about that,
Okay, he's
folks. My
back
dad called
already.
just to see if I was hungry.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
Yeah,
Bro,
damn, go.
bro,
Yeah. So I gotta say,
you
it. What up?
were you in Pennsylvania by any chance?
No, I was in Denver.
Okay,
So
you were
anyway,
in Denver.
so this
Well,
lady.
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You would absolutely hate my mom.
Oh God.
I'm just
She
saying
does that
that.
shit. She does that shit.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's why I said, are you in Pennsylvania? My mom is
What's up,
currently
Tro?
on. Hey, what's up, Tro?
Yeah, man. So anyway, so she's
My
popping
mom
her
is
gum.
speaking of Tro, we will get to that Royal Rumble '06 review at some point. I'll hit you
Yeah.
up. So be ready for that. I'm gonna hit you up maybe in a few days. Ask if you're ready.
So
But hold on. My mom is on vacation right now at my sister's house because I told you about the graduation
yeah.
on our last episode. Yeah, she's there.
Okay.
And that's why I said to you, were you in Pennsylvania by any chance?
So anyway, so I text mom because I could not fucking tolerate this. So I text mom. I'm like, bitch, popping her gum. Ugh. Right. And
Yeah.
mom, well, there's even funnier stuff. So mom texts me back, of course. She's an entitled fat whore. She has no respect,
Ooh.
and her parents should have taught her better. And I reply,
Damn.
I reply, I wasn't going to take it that far, but facts.
Wait, was she in the room with you when you texted her this?
My mom or the
Yeah.
lady? Yeah, we're in the waiting
Your
room.
mom, your mom.
Yeah, mom,
Okay, yeah.
we're right across from each other. I can't just say it out loud, though. Right?
No, I feel you. But
Yeah,
that's why I'm trying to understand how she knew she was fat. Yeah.
because she was sitting right next to her.
Yeah, that's why I asked,
So
because that's what I'm trying to figure that out.
it gets funnier. So what I didn't know, because I wasn't paying attention, I was looking at my phone, was
Okay.
my mom had actually asked her to stop popping her gum. And this
Oh,
bitch has the audacity to get an attitude with mom and be like, what? So I can't pop my gum anymore? And mom's like, no, it bugs me, right? And
bro,
but
anybody
but
had cameras around? Anybody have their phone out filming this? You gonna
but
end up on public freakouts.
my mom may have been a bit rude. Dude, it was a justified freak out.
No, I get that, but
Yeah.
she's the one that freaked out. If
Yeah.
your mom asks her respectfully, she's the one that freaked out.
Right. It wasn't
Yeah.
very respectful, but I mean, it was like, can you
Okay.
please stop? Like,
Right. Well,
please.
as long as she said please,
Yeah. So, um, yeah, and it's funny because they take you back, they take us back, right? And they have you
Hang on a minute.
write on something to take an X-ray. What?
Okay. If you are ever in a situation like that, and look around, see if anybody got their phone out, and if you spot somebody, don't do the whole, oh, why are you filming me? Look straight at the phone and say Retro Bros Podcast on YouTube.
Facts.
Remember that. Remember
Yeah,
that. You got to give us that free
I do, man. I do.
publicity
You're right.
if you're in that situation.
Okay. So they take me back, right? And they had me bite on this thing so that they can pause, so that they can take an X-ray of my mouth for the teeth, right?
Okay.
They asked,
Right.
but they asked me beforehand. They're like, "Do you have any piercings or anything in your mouth? Because if you do, you need to take it out." Which means when that bitch got called to the back, she had to spit her fucking gum out.
Ah, okay.
See?
Okay. But that didn't help you because by the time she got to the back, you
And then it's even
you didn't
funnier
see her no more.
because it's even funnier because then we got rooms right next to each other. So
Oh,
BG Freak, what's good, bro?
oh, that's Nat.
Yeah,
What's
Nat.
up,
Oh,
Nat?
what's up, Nat? Uh, yeah. So anyway, yeah, that was just a day yesterday, man. That was just like a long day. The reason why Brett hates Hogan is because Hogan popped his gum too
Hey, brother. Hey, brother.
loud. Yeah,
We're working tonight, brother.
facts. So let's get into this drama.
Yeah.
This is drama.
Well, what you got to say about this?
I'm on the side of Hulk Hogan. If I'm being 1,000% honest,
Okay.
I'm on the side of Hulk Hogan. Hang on, I'm gonna pull up what was said here.
Okay.
Just give me 2 seconds. So Hogan said, quote, Brett thought I basically sabotaged his career because Brett thought he should have been the greatest wrestler that ever lived that day, or that ever lived, and he said it was my fault. Did I miss anything?
Well, I have not read the whole, but I know the situation between them. This is really old news, so I know
Well, yeah,
everything that's going on. But
yeah.
I know Hogan talked about it, and I know there's a bunch of wrestling fans that are talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't read the whole thing, but that's the biggest line, of course,
Probably,
that he
yeah.
said.
So
Yeah.
here's the thing. And come at me in the comments, Nat and Tro. Please come at
Oh,
me.
people are gonna come at me. People are
Oh,
gonna come at me. Trust me
why?
on
Because
that.
you agree with Hogan?
Of course.
I agree with Hogan too. Hey, man. See? Right
I
there.
know, but I think but I think what we're gonna say is a bit different, even though
So,
we
Brett, I'm sorry. He's a tremendous performer. Okay, he was.
Mhm, mhm,
But goddamn, he was not a draw.
right.
Right? He wasn't.
Well, he wasn't on Hogan's level in
No.
terms
And
of star power. But
he thought
hang on. To his credit, when the WWE made him the guy in the new generation, or y'all know I love the new generation,
yeah.
but when they made him the guy, like he never reached Hogan's status, ain't
No,
no doubt about that.
no.
But he still gained a big following with the kids and everything. So I don't think necessarily saying that he wasn't a draw. I think that's a little harsh, a little bit harsh. But yeah,
Okay.
he's not on Hogan's
He
level.
was not on Hulk Hogan's level, right? And he thought he was.
Right,
And then,
right.
life bit him in the balls and he wasn't. So then, he wants to take his ball and go to WCW because he's going to get more money, which, okay, do us a favor.
Well,
On your way
again,
out, hang on. Drop
okay,
your title
okay,
on the way out. Well, who am I going to drop
yes,
it to?
yes.
Well, you're going to drop it to Sean. No, I'm not. Fuck that. No, fuck you. It's my company. I'm telling you
Right,
what's gonna fucking happen, and if you don't fucking
right.
like it, then get the where you're already getting out, but leave the belt at the fucking door. You're dropping
Yes.
the title. And Brett said, No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. So, yes, Vince screwed, which wasn't even a screw job. It was Vince doing what was best for his company.
Brett
And so,
screwed Brett.
you know what? Not often on this channel will I do this, but I salute Vince for doing that. He was being a smart businessman while Brett
Yeah.
was being a little bitch because his feelings got hurt when Sean said he wouldn't lose to him. Get the fuck out of here, Brett. You bitter
Brett
old piece of shit.
Brett screwed Brett was not just some cool line for Vince to be a heel on. It's 100% fact. It's 100% fact. because Bret wanted to believe in this. Not only that he hates Shawn, but Bret was one of those Canadian wrestlers that believed in, oh, we got to be the superhero in
Hey, Nat.
Canada.
Hey, Nat.
We can't lose in Canada. Oh my gosh, our careers are going to be over if we lose a fake fight in Canada. Oh my goodness.
Right,
That's
to a
that's
guy that
another.
I don't like. Do
Right,
fucking
that too. Yeah.
business. And
Right,
Nat,
right.
you said Hogan was flashy, whereas Bret had skill and fan appeal. Hogan also had fan appeal, and he
Right. He's the
he also
greatest of
had
all
skill.
time.
Hogan also had skill. Facts. Greatest of all time.
Now,
Hogan,
when
Austin, Cena, Rock, Taker. Top 5 greatest of all time. Bret, nowhere near that list. Nowhere near that list.
I would
You
agree
know,
with
and
that.
then
I would
hang on,
agree with that.
because I'm on a rant here, so let me continue.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, go
then
ahead.
he goes to WCW, and he just expects them to give him the main event spot, but
Right.
they don't, and he gets pissy about that, and he's wrestling guys like Dean Malenko. Oh my God, not that. He's wrestling Thunder, not that. Oh no, we can't have that. Get the man, your ego is fucking bigger than your dick, dude. I'm sorry, but it really is. And then look, his brother died. Okay, I get it, and it happened on WWE time, and I get that. And R.I.P. to Owen Hart, who was better than Bret, quite frankly. But that's not WWE's fault. It happened on WWE time, in a WWE place, in a WWE ring, and it was
It
unfortunate.
was an accident.
It was an
It was an
accident.
accident. Yeah.
Exactly. It was an accident. And for Bret to still be bitter about that years fucking later is kind of sad and pathetic. You're an old man, Bret.
Uh,
Guess what? Time to grow up. Time to nut up. And time to shut the fuck up. And stop being such a crybaby bitch.
the whole thing about, I mean, I understand. I do not agree with Brett or what's Owen's widow's name? Martha, right?
Okay, wait. Nat says, so you tell me, Frank, why did the 97 screw job just have to happen in Canada? Because that's where the pay-per-view fucking was.
Right,
It
right, right,
wasn't
right.
it wasn't like, you know what? We're in Canada, we're gonna screw a Canadian hero.
But
No.
hang on, because I wanna go over the Owen stuff. Look, I totally understand where Martha and Owen, Martha and Brett, excuse me, are coming from. I totally disagree with the hatred on WWE, the pushing Owen away,
It
pushing
was
his
just a
legacy
coincidence, Nat.
away.
That's all it was.
It was, yes, yes. The pushing Owen's legacy away from WWE, not letting
Yeah.
them use his, and now he's on all over AEW with their video games and merchandise. I
Which doesn't make any
disagree with that,
sense.
but it's hard. But it is hard for me to sit here and say grow up when it's your brother died,
Fair point.
your
Fair point.
husband your husband died. It's hard for anybody to get over that. And who knows if you're in that situation, if I'm in that situation, we might have acted the same way. It's hard to say. It's hard to go against somebody like Brett and Martha in the situation that they are there.
Now
And
that
the screw job happened in Montreal, in Canada, simply because Survivor Series 97 was happening at the Bell Center,
exactly.
and that was Bret Hart's final night. It was a crazy coincidence. It was Bret Hart's final night with the company, and
Lead the
he
company in your hometown. I mean that's
right, right. And if
that's
he
a great
loses
ending.
the belt, if he gets pinned by Shawn Michaels, even 1, 2, 3 right in the middle of the ring, he's not all of a sudden going. All those Canadian fans are not going to get up and be like, "Oh my gosh, you mean to tell me Bret Hart is not great? You mean to tell me Bret Hart is not our
There.
hero? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna never root for Bret Hart again.
Mm-hmm.
No, he failed us. Like, come on now, come
Fact.
on now."
Big
But
fact.
one thing you brought up, why Brett left. He did not leave because of the money. He left because Vince McMahon knew he was not going to be. Vince himself knew Vince was not going to be able to pay that contract. He was not going to be able to afford that
Right.
ridiculous contract, and that's
Right.
why Brett left. Brett had a monster lifetime type of contract, was like 20 years. The contract would have literally ended 22, 21, 20, 19,
Bret
18,
actually had a
6
few.
years ago.
Bret
6 years ago.
Bret Hart actually had a few more nights on the contract. He could have dropped it the next night if it didn't happen.
He had more than a few nights. He had like that was a 20-year contract.
Oh,
He had
go ahead.
that was a 20-year mega
Yeah.
million, and this was pre-added. Well, this was essentially what kicked off the Attitude Era, but this was pre-Attitude Era. This was still, that time period where business-wise they were sinking. WCW was kicking their ass. Vince
Facts.
McMahon did not have that type of money,
Right.
and he could not pay that type of money to anybody, let alone Bret Hart, and that's why Bret Hart left. Because
Right.
Bret Hart was not going to be
No,
able to, or Vince was not going
and
to be
by
able
the
to live
way,
up
and by
to
the
that
way,
kind.
Owen could have left too.
Yes,
Davey left. Jim left. Owen could have
yeah.
left. Owen fucking stayed. So what does that say about? Never mind. I'm not going there. But not gonna go there. But
It's a shame that Owen didn't leave because he'd probably still be alive to this
hi,
day.
buddy. Come here. Speaking of, we got little
Now,
Jax in the house. We got my boy Jax. Come on, buddy.
what's up, Jax? He's got nothing to say about this situation now,
I
does he?
know he's walking
He
away.
always he
Walking
always
away.
does he always does
Jax.
his run-ins on our podcast and never has anything to say about the topics that
I
we
know.
talk about.
By the way, one other thing I wanted to talk about today, real quick, was
Yeah.
I was
But
at
wait, let me say what I have to say about the Bret Hart stuff. Then you
okay.
can just okay. So here's the thing. Just like you said, I am a fan of Bret Hart. He's not one of my all-time favorites necessarily, but I am
He
a
was
Bret
decent.
Hart fan.
He was decent. I'm gonna give him that. He was
He
decent.
was. He was. Again, like I said, when that new generation era, when they had nobody left and they were like, we're going to give Bret Hart a try, Bret Hart passed with flying colors. He gained a big following with the kids. And at that time, just like when in John Cena's era, the kids were who they were focusing on. And Bret Hart hit it big with those kids. The
Yeah.
glasses, that commercial where the kids going, Bret!
Mm-hmm.
And then Bret comes out and puts the glasses on him. The kids loved Bret Hart back then. But
go ahead.
so there's no doubt that Bret Hart was the guy at that time, and he proved he can be that guy.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, this dude in his post career, he's become a guy who just complains all the time.
Yes.
And it's like you were so successful in your career that all you do is complain. I was watching the Rivals season 2. I binged that a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
And one of the Rivals, great season by the way, but one of the Rivals that was covered was Bret Hart and Roddy Piper.
Mm-hmm.
And so Bret Hart is discussing that WrestleMania match in '92.
Right.
And or actually, I think this was actually the Most Wanted Treasures, where the soundbite that I'm talking about came from. But it's either one because they did a Bret Hart Most Wanted Treasures episode as well.
Okay.
Bret was looking for the jacket that he wore at that show, that WrestleMania.
Okay.
And I believe it was this show. Yeah, so it wasn't the Rivals. It was the Most Wanted Treasures.
Okay.
And Bret is talking about what Roddy Piper did for him at that WrestleMania. And instead of just being, man, Roddy Piper did so much for me. I owe my career to him. Blah, this about Roddy, that about Roddy. He was so instrumental for my career. He said all that. And then, of course, he had to turn into Bret Hart 4 out of 10. Man, he went, but all the other guys in the 80s never gave me that chance. Hulk Hogan never gave me that chance. Ultimate Warrior never gave me that chance. Boo-hoo. 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 Oh, Hulk Hogan buried everybody. He never put guys over. Let me tell you something. WrestleMania 6. What was the main event for WrestleMania 6?
Warrior Hogan, and Hogan won or
Yes,
Hogan lost.
Hogan lost, right?
Hogan lost. Hey,
Now, hold on,
hey,
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
go a little early or go a little later than that. 97, Starrcade 97, Hogan
Right,
versus Sting, who lost.
Hogan, right. But everybody will complain. Oh, it
Hogan
was
versus
such a
Goldberg.
yes, yes, yes. But everybody will complain about the Sting match. Oh, the referee screw job. Oh, it
Yeah,
wasn't worth it. That
a
shit is
whole nother
so stupid.
show.
That's yeah. Everybody wants the fights to. Everybody wants these fake fights to end clean. Everybody's got to win clean. Like shut the
Everybody's got to get put over. The fuck.
yeah, yeah. My gosh.
So,
But
anyways,
anyway,
what I was
where I
gonna
was
say.
going with this.
Oh,
Hold on. I'm not finished here. Now I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah. So like I said, Hogan did it for Warrior. He had Hogan pin or he had Warrior pin him right in the middle of the ring. Now look, if I'm Hulk Hogan and I'm
yep.
trying to see who's gonna be the guy, the next guy up, because of course you're not gonna be at
Hang
the
on.
top. Hulk
Finish your
Hogan's not
thought.
gonna
I'm
be
gonna
at
go
the
pee
top.
real quick.
Yeah. So Hulk Hogan's not gonna be at the top forever. There's gotta be a guy who's gonna replace him. And if I'm Hulk Hogan and I see two guys, one of them is Ultimate Warrior, the other is Bret Hart. Who do I think should be the flag bearer for this company after I step down? Now, of course, Hulk Hogan lasted a very long time, and of course, well, he didn't. He technically didn't last that long after WrestleMania 6 because '92 he left. Yeah, he left, or '90 actually, and then he left about 3 years later. But you always think with Hogan, I mean, the guy's been wrestling for like 50 years, but of course he left WWE after WrestleMania. Shortly after that, WrestleMania went to WCW. But if I'm looking at an Ultimate Warrior and I'm looking at a Bret Hart, let's see, Ultimate Warrior, mega star power potential. The dude looks like a freaking star.
Yeah.
And if the casual fans would see an Ultimate Warrior, the casual fans would go nuts for that guy. You
Yeah.
bring in casual viewers with Ultimate Warrior. With
Facts.
Bret Hart, guy's a good technical wrestler. You know,
About
the
it.
diehards who you already have, the diehards who you already have watching the show are
Excuse
gonna
me.
love him, of course. Ultimate Warrior is the guy who brings you mainstream attention. That dude is a mega star the same way Hogan was. Now it's a shame with Warrior, you know, he had all those stops and starts, got fired so many times that he couldn't be that guy. He couldn't be the Hogan. If he didn't have all that, you know, getting fired over the steroids and whatever else he got fired, you know, holding Vince up for more money, all that stuff, if he never got fired, he would have been the next Hulk Hogan. Ain't no doubt about that.
Yeah.
And he would have been bigger than Bret Hart. Ain't no doubt
Tro
about that. No
Tro
matter
says,
if he knows. Yeah, what do you say?
Tro says Warrior showed that he couldn't be on top. When Brett won the title, he was getting hot. Hey, nice rhyming right there, bro. Not hot. I like that rhyming, Tro. Good job. Well,
Ultimate Warrior, like I said, because Ultimate Warrior had all those situations where he was holding Vince up for money, he was got fired also, all those situations that got him fired. If all that never happens, he's the next Hulk Hogan. He's the guy, and he's bigger than Bret Hart ever was.
facts.
Ultimate Warrior brings the mainstream appeal, whether he knows how to do a wrist lock or whether he knows a wrist lock from a wristwatch, blah 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 blah. Bret Hart's the big technical wrestling guy, but he would have never no matter if he shot Hulk Hogan in the chest and pinned him 1, 2, 3 at SummerSlam '93 or WrestleMania 9, wherever it was gonna happen, he was not gonna reach the level that Hulk Hogan ever did. He was not
WrestleMania
even gonna
10,
come.
I think WrestleMania 10. No, WrestleMania 10 was not 93. That's 94.
No.
Look.
It was the first situation was WrestleMania 9, where they
Yeah.
did the whole thing where Bret Hart
Yeah.
lost to Yokozuna. That's where it started. But I think the blow
Hogan
off,
beat Yoko. Yeah, I know.
yeah,
I got
the
that.
blow off was supposed to be SummerSlam '93. There was supposed to be something between them at SummerSlam '93. By the way, WrestleMania 9, that is one of the more underrated endings to a WrestleMania ever.
Yeah.
You leave the fans home happy. It's
And then
WrestleMania. The heel is not supposed to end WrestleMania with the title.
that's
That's just my opinion. And
so
Yokozuna,
case in
great
point,
pro
case in point,
wrestler.
WrestleMania this year. But anyway,
I have no idea what happened this
Roman Reigns beat
year.
Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
So anyway, what I was going to say was, I know I'm trashing Bret a lot here, so let me give him a little bit of praise. His match with Stone Cold at WrestleMania 13, one of the best of all time.
Yeah, I love that
Best
match.
of all time.
I love that match.
That is a storybook match. That is a match that you look at. Yeah. And then the other thing I wanted to say real quick was, I'm going off topic for just a split second. But I went to my aunt's house today to celebrate my cousin's graduation. He graduated high school a couple weeks ago. And I went to her house and I got to meet she's got a new puppy, and his name is Opie. And Opie is a Doberman, and Opie is 8 months, and Opie is fucking huge. Like, you walk into that house, you see him, you're like, I'm walking right the fuck back out. But I'm gonna tell you, he's just a big, gigantic teddy bear. Now when I saw him, he didn't really warm up to me at first. I mean, he sort of did, but like, he doesn't know me very well because this is the first time I'm seeing him, and so he wouldn't like really come near me. But he wasn't doing like he wasn't growling or snarling or even doing anything. He was just like moving away from me very quickly. And when I did get chances to pet him, he did let me pet him, and at some points he even licked me. So,
right.
I mean, he it's not that he doesn't like me. It's just he doesn't really know me, so he's got to get to know me more. But it was cool to meet him. It's cool to pet a Doberman. I'm gonna tell you that, because those son of bitches, they look fucking intimidating. But let me tell you, they are. I mean, it's funny. Whenever I take Jax for, I gotta spell it out because he'll hear it and he'll be like, "What?" Whenever I take Jax for WALKS, it's funny because he'll go up to people because he's a friendly dog and he likes people. He will go up to people and try to say hi, and they'll be like, "Oh, please don't hurt me, please don't hurt me." And I'm like, all he wants to do is be your friend. You can pet him. He's friendly, I promise. And he's friendly with other dogs too. So usually, if there's an altercation between Jax and another dog, it's the other dog's fault. Like the other day, I took him out and we passed upon a guy, and he had his dog, and I'm like, "Hey, can we say hi? You know, because that's what you do. Can we say hi?"
Yeah.
That's like,
yeah.
"Well, yeah, sure, I guess, right?" Thinking his dog was cool. So Jax goes up to him and just sniffs, right? And for 3 seconds, that dog was cool. But then he fucking flipped a switch and was like on Jax, right? He didn't hurt Jax. He did not hurt Jax. He didn't even bite him. He just like barking. So and I stupidly apologized. I'm like, "I'm sorry about that. Like, why am I apologizing? You're the fucking guy with the dog with the problem." So, and then I think I told this story to you, Frank, but I'm gonna tell it again real quick, real brief. My dad took the dog out once, right? And my dog has a little girlfriend named Mariah that lives next door. And it's funny because my dad and Jax were on their thing, and they were walking, and they bump into Mariah and her owner. And so Dad's like, "Well, can we let them off the leash and play for a little bit?" And guy's like, "Yeah, sure, cool, whatever." So, so Dad lets Jax off the leash. He lets Mariah off the leash, and they're playing, and everything is cool. And at one point, Jax is like, "Okay, Dad, ready to go home, like ready to go finish our stuff." And Dad's like, "Okay, come on, buddy," right? And Jax comes up, lets my dad put the leash on him. He's such a good boy, right? Such a good boy. No problems with Jax. Mariah, on the other hand, "Well, you're not gonna get that fucking thing on me. Fuck you. I'm fucking free." Right? So she starts running off, and her owner's trying to chase her, and Dad tries to help him for a little bit. And at one point, my dad's like, "Wait, my dog's right here. He's on his leash. We're good to go." I can just leave. So good luck with your dog, buddy. And that's when Dad and Dax finished their stuff. And they went home. Do you like how I'm trying to not say that W word?
Yeah.
Their thing, their stuff. Yeah. So anyway, back to this.
Just say BB. Just say BB.
BB?
I'll know what you're talking about. Yeah.
BB. Gotcha.
BB. That's the baseball term
Let's
for
do a
drawing
review on
a.
Mania 9, Frank, this week. That's what Nat says.
Yeah, let's do it. Well, when are you available? As a matter of fact, if Tro's still available, I want to talk to him. If he's still on the, so ask. I'm gonna ask right now. Are you Tro? If you're still in here, leave a comment. So I want to ask you something. And a matter of fact, where are you going? Because I need to ask you something too.
Closing my door.
Okay.
Go ahead, ask. What's up?
I want to see if Tro responds.
Tro, you still here, man? Say you're here if you're here.
Yeah.
We're gonna wait. If he's here, he'll say something.
Okay, well, tell him. Okay, so has Nat responded?
He's here.
Okay. So, Christian, are you available tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I got the kids. I should be available tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay, Tro. Now, are you available tomorrow?
Nat says either this Tuesday or Wednesday. It's fine.
Okay, either way is fine. But Tro, get back to us on that tomorrow. Are you available?
Tro, does tomorrow work for you, bro? I have my nephews, so you might hear kids screaming in the background, but I should be good to go.
Yeah, that's fine.
I should be okay. Yeah. It's funny because I tell my nephews, they're like, "What do you?" My 6-year-old nephew asks, "What do you do all day?" I'm like, "Well, I do YouTube videos, dude."
Yeah.
I should be. It depends on the time. What time are you thinking, Frank? 12?
Yeah, 12 noon.
Yeah, 12 noon Eastern, Tro. You good for that? Which is like 10 a.m. my time.
If we can go like an hour later or 2 hours later, 1, 2, that would be fine as well. But I'm hoping for 12.
Yeah. So yeah, we're just waiting for Tro. Look, I know I bashed the hell out of Bret tonight. I have respect for Bret Hart. Okay, let me just say that I like Bret. I like him. I gave him props on that WrestleMania 13 match. I think he's a good wrestler. Beyond that,
well, there's more to being a star in pro wrestling than just being a good wrestler.
Exactly. See,
it's the same. I would say the same thing, Bret Hart. I'm a big fan of Bret Hart.
Mm-hmm.
From the Austin
stuff,
do
12.
He had a.
Tro, are you?
He had a. Oh, yes, he is. He lives in New York, just like me.
Then tomorrow, 12. Then,
hey,
folks on YouTube tomorrow, we're gonna at 12 Eastern. We're doing We're gonna do a Retro Bros podcast.
Retro Bros reviews.
A Retro Bros reviews. We're watching. We're gonna review.
Review Royal.
Yeah. So one of my favorite Royal Rumbles. So Tro's gonna join us as a guest.
So on Bret, like he had the matches with Austin, which the Austin feud's probably is the greatest feud of his career. WrestleMania 10.
I don't know. His feud with his brother was pretty great.
I'm not talking from a wrestling standpoint. I'm not talking from a wrestling. And their feud was great. The whole brother against brother storyline was phenomenal. But you just can't go. I just can't go against that. The Austin feud. And I was gonna say his WrestleMania match. His WrestleMania match with Owen was phenomenal. The feud with Shawn Michaels was tremendous.
Yeah.
Of course, they had the Iron Man match, which I feel is somewhat underrated. I wouldn't put it up there. I wouldn't put it. Underrated. I wouldn't put it up there on like Hogan Andre territory.
Hogan Savage or Hogan Warrior.
Hogan Savage was great. Hogan Warrior, no doubt, it's not. It doesn't reach that. But for a 1 hour Iron Man match, they did the best job they could, and it was a good match. The stuff with Diesel was freaking tremendous.
Man. Bret Hart's best feud was no question with Owen. That's what Nat says.
Who said that? Who? Not? Yeah, I figured that was Nat.
Yeah. But yeah, man.
So I mentioned. I, Jay just commented on the link to the show. I can't wait to read that. I know what he's got to say.
Oh no! Hang on, I'll read it. I'll read it. I'll read it.
I wonder. No, it's on my Facebook. I shared
Yeah,
the
I'm
link.
tagged in it. I
Oh,
should see the comment. He said,
okay. I wonder if he's watching. If
I don't
he's
think so.
watching, I'm.
He just said, gee, I wonder which side they took.
Oh my gosh, that's like if man Jay, we love you, but that's like if if he went on YouTube and did my take on WWE and AEW versus AEW, and we said, gee, I wonder which side he took.
I know, right? I know. The funny thing about Jay, this is funny. I'm not gonna knock him because it's just fucking funny. He does not like AEW at all, right? But for
Right.
somebody who doesn't like AEW, he sure has a lot to say about AEW.
I got no problem with somebody not liking something, with somebody loving something the way he look. Hey, more power to you. I love the fact that he is a big fan of WWE.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. People can love what they love, and they can hate what they want to hate. Want to hate. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Frank! I got the best idea. Speaking of Bret Hart,
Who are you reading a comment?
Next.
Oh, okay, yeah. What you got? What you got?
And by the way, I just gotta say this: Nuggets, baby, go Nuggets.
Yeah, what in the hell, man? We start doing this podcast, and all of a sudden, Denver has become title town.
Because Denver's go.
The Avs win the cup, and now the Nuggets are in the NBA Finals. Last year, the Avs won the cup.
They're probably gonna win.
You say we, but are you really a Nuggets fan? Or do you really watch basketball?
I don't watch basketball, but I support my home
team. And don't say we.
Wow.
We went over this last year. We went over this last year. You are not a hockey fan. You cannot say we when talking about the Avalanche. You are not a hockey fan. If you are not a basketball fan, you cannot say we when talking about the Nuggets.
It's my home team, bro.
It don't matter if it's your home team. If you're not a fan, that'd be like if I said, what is the MLS team? The Red Bulls? That's like if the Red Bulls won whatever the hell the championship is in soccer, and I went, yeah, we did it! We did it! Meanwhile, I haven't watched a game. I don't watch a damn soccer game in my life.
That says this Tuesday, June 13th, marks 30 years since the first King of the Ring pay-per-view. Let's review it.
King of the Ring 93, that's a good show. That's a good show.
Yeah.
By the way, me and Nat should have been doing these a long time ago. We just can never get a date right.
Yeah.
But we are the new generation. We are the new generation era part of this YouTube channel. We will be doing YouTube reviews of new generation stuff. I'm hoping at some point we get to those 93, 94, 95, those 96, those new generation era Raws. I can't wait to
ghost, dude. Like, we can't get a hold of you at all. You go ghost for like weeks at a time. So
me or Nat?
You.
Yeah, I'm a bit busy. I try to talk whenever I can, but I'm not trying to ignore you when I don't respond.
I got you.
I'm busy, Yeah. But yeah, we're trying to get this WCW 2000 thing off how you say it, we're trying to launch that too. And I'm doing that with a guy named Michael, who's going to be a part of that whenever the hell we can get that started. But yeah, we're trying to grow this channel.
We're a little bit busy, so if we go ghost for week, just know we're still here and we're still going to crank out.
We have not done a Retro Bros reviews in like 2 months.
I know.
Something like that. It's got to be close to 2 months.
Troll Kevin, I'm the ruthless aggression part whenever I'm on. Yep, exactly.
Oh yeah. Whenever When you say ruthless aggression, I know you became a fan in like '06, but ruthless aggression era is like '02, '03,
Who,
'04.
me or
Whenever
True?
you, I'm talking about Tro. Tro became a fan in like '06. He told me.
Okay, I was about to say I
If you
became a
want
fan
to
in
do,
'97. The fuck you talking about?
yeah, if you want to do like the '02 shows, the '03 shows, the '04, you're more than welcome to come up to that too.
And
Anything
and
ruthless aggression.
you're also free to watch our videos on those episodes. We did videos on those years
He
as
does.
well. So yeah, there's a
I mean,
playlist.
we've reviewed a lot of shows
We
already
have we have.
from that time
We're gonna
period. Yeah.
review more. I promise. We're gonna
Yes,
review
no
more.
doubt.
But yeah, Nat says, but yeah, this Tuesday's 30th anniversary King of the Ring '93 review. Let's do it. Fantastic. Um, so yeah, be on the lookout for that. Number one, and number two, I'm actually glad that we're gonna do our podcast tomorrow because after Monday this week, I'm probably gonna be a bit sore in the mouth.
Oh right, yeah.
So, anything else to add, Frank? Are you good?
Let's see.
Oh, I wanted to say one more thing, and then we can end it.
Okay.
If you're good with that.
I do have one more thing to say, but you
Okay.
can whatever you gotta say, and then I'll say, and then we'll end it.
Okay. Um, Brett says Goldberg ended his career. That's a load of bullshit. Okay. That kick.
Accidents happen.
It does, number one, but number two, what people don't remember is that Brett wrestled matches after that kick. So to say that kick ended his career, that would be him. That's him saying basically like I was done. I retired at that. After that kick, I retired. No, you had wrestling matches after that. So don't sit there and say that kick ended your career.
Here's my side to that. What I feel on that. Back then, it was the tough guy era where if you got hurt, you had to keep going.
Okay.
And I think that is why Brett continued to wrestle. I think that maybe, yeah, possibly Goldberg might have kicked him a little too hard. I can see that. But the thing is, accidents happen. But I do believe that, Bret Hart got hurt and he wanted to tough it out because back then that's what you did. And maybe that was a mistake. Maybe that was a big mistake by Bret. The one thing I do.
For you.
Oh yeah, that's right, Isaac Yankem. Because he got the team.
Sure. Well, I hope it's not Isaac Yankem. I hope it's somebody actually.
It's gonna be Isaac Yankem.
Yeah.
The mayor himself.
You know what? I'm gonna be asleep when they do it. So by all means.
Yeah. So what the one thing I want to add to this, and Tro, you can if he's still here, sure you'll agree. Okay, I'm sure you'll agree on this one. Thank God for Francisco Alvarez, man. The Mets have a young gem in Francisco Alvarez, and you can look back. I can't remember what episode it was, but on one of our Retro Bros reviews, I did put something about Francisco Alvarez in my title there. I told y'all about this kid. He was gonna be special. He freaking is, man. Dude did not even make it. He was not here on opening day. He made his debut about a week, 2 weeks before opening day, and he is currently tied with two other catchers, two really good catchers, in Sean Murphy and Salvi Perez, who have been playing since opening day. They have been here since opening day, and Francisco Alvarez is currently tied with those two for most home runs as a catcher at 12. Francisco Alvarez, dude, is a damn beast, man. And thank you, Sandy Alderson. I wish Sandy Alderson was still the GM of this organization. He found a gem by signing Francisco Alvarez to a international contract at about, what was he, like 18 years old at the time. That was a damn good signing by Sandy Alderson, and I wish he was still our GM because we have a GM that now signs 40-year-old pitchers who come here and do absolutely nothing, and that is why this team is currently 9.5 games behind the freaking Atlanta Braves, because we got grandpas in our rotation right now. I keep forgetting the GM's name. That's how much I care. Oh, Epler. Yeah, thank you, Epler, you bum. Get Sandy Alderson back here. The man knows how to build a team. You're seeing that right now. Francisco Alvarez is a damn gem. Thank you for him, Sandy. That's what I wanted to add.
Okay. So we got comments. Nat says, still got your brooms out from my J Sweet Frank. Uh,
Yeah, I
uh,
told you about Chris Bassett. That was a
yeah,
horrible move to not re-sign Chris Bassett.
yeah.
That's what he does at Citi Field. He knows how to pitch here. He got
Tro,
lit up in the playoffs, but I still would have kept him.
Tro says, June is the month of hell for the Mets. We finally got relief today. Um,
Yeah.
and Tro also said, now if only he played every day.
Alvarez is playing every day.
Uh,
You talking about Vientos? Vientos is the one who isn't playing every day. Alvarez plays every day. I mean, as a catcher, you're gonna get some days off, but he ain't like Mark Vientos getting, not playing every day.
I'm sorry, but every time I hear that name Alvarez, I just think of Brian Alvarez and the
Yeah,
F4W.
not him.
And I'm just
Francisco Alvarez, the
Francisco
best
would be better
Francisco
than
on
Alvarez.
the best Francisco on the team, by the way.
Oh, hey, well,
And that ain't even meant to be hate to Francisco Lindor because I love Francisco Lindor, but that's just a fact, man. Francisco Alvarez is a beast.
yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to do it for this podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching that, and Tro, we appreciate you guys.
No
Tro,
doubt. We'll
we
see you
will,
tomorrow.
yep, we'll be there
You can
tomorrow.
talk about. I would love for you to explain what you meant by so that hopefully we can get that out of the way because Francisco Alvarez pretty much plays every day. So I want to know what you meant by that. So you can talk about I'll ask you about that tomorrow.
That's to be continued.
Yeah.
And Matt, to end out the chat, says, my Bichette is catching to your Alonzo S. homers, bro.
Alonzo's hurt right now. He might miss about three or 4 weeks, so he's gonna catch him.
Okay.
And Bo Bichette is a beast, man. I love how the Blue Jays just find everybody's kid. All the '90s All Stars, Dante Bichette, Craig Biggio, and Vlad Guerrero. You got Bo Bichette.
Mm-hmm.
Calvin Biggio, and of course Vladdy Jr. They got all the kids from the '90s legends.
Tro says, I have a work event tomorrow, but I should be able to do it. Yeah, that's cool. Ladies and gentlemen, for Frank, I'm CJ. Be sure to subscribe, comment down below what you want us to review, what you want us to talk about. Tell us what you guys think about the Bret Hart Hulk Hogan situation. And until next time, probably tomorrow, we'll be out. Dude.